Welcome back to WCS America Challenger and what is soon to be game number 3 between Illusion and Astrea. Root teammates squaring off against each other for a shot at the Premier League. Both these guys are showing some great games, all tied up at 1 each, and the games look surprisingly similar. Game number 1, Astrea puts himself into a brilliant position, looks to have a much better army, but gets caught by some great army control from Illusion, scanning, killing observers, and EMPing the entire army, ultimately winning the game. Game 2, very similar, except the other way around. Illusion, big army, big economy, denies the expansion of Astrea, but Astrea, with some brilliant army movement, time warps and storms Illusion to death, and takes game number 2. We're all tied up at 1 each.
I think Illusion is kind of kicking himself after last game because he was definitely in it. He got some great harass done in the early stages, and then he forgets his armory. That's the saddest point in the world in TVP, because if you forget your upgrades, you're dead. Like that is such an upgrade-based matchup, in my opinion, where those Zealots and Stalker just get so empowered from those critical upgrades plus the Guardian Shield. So I'm sure Illusion is going to make sure that he doesn't do anything like that, because he was in a pretty good position going into mid-game. Yeah.
Yansu will be our 3rd map in this series, and the game is live. So let's go ahead and hop in, where we can see spawning the top left-hand corner of the map. And the blue Protoss player representing Team Root, his name is Astrea. And he says, good luck, have fun. And then Illusion says, GG, GLHF, because he is spawned right here, in the bottom left-hand corner of the map. And he is missing his fancy Root decal.
I wonder what Astrea is. Is that a word?
It's how you say Australia if you don't enunciate correctly.
Oh, I thought it might have been a bad misinterpretation of Estrella from, like, you know, stars in Spanish. And there was actually a Brood War map. Do you remember that map?
Oh, that actually would not surprise me. Maybe it would surprise me. I don't know. We'll have to ask him. Either way, one of these players will qualify for Premier League today, and tomorrow we will draw the Premier groups, so maybe we'll be able to hear from one of them. We'll let you guys know. Group drawing show starts tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific. Hope everyone tunes in for that. Also, hope everyone is getting engaged in the conversation out there on Twitter, twitter.com/StarCraft, at MrBitterTV, at GreedTorb. Let us know what you think about the games, how impressed you are with these players, and who is your favorite to go on today from all of our matches, because we've got a lot of matches still to come. This is just our 2nd best of 5 of 6 that we're running. After this, we've got Drunken Boy versus Tude Ming, followed by Tassadar versus Jigua, and more, finishing off the day, of course, with fan favorite Seppi going up against Masan.
Oh, can't wait for that. Seppi and Masan. That's a long ways away, though. Ooh. All these are best of 5s, and check that out, Ben. 2 barracks.
Up to no good.
A delayed refinery, too. This might just be Marauders.
Proxy Marauder.
It might be. I'd be so surprised if it was.
It was a bit more
Reapers.
popular back in the Wings of Liberty days.
Could be another barracks. Could be. Just saying. I love the fake with the SEV that's coming up right now. It is the perfect time to push out.
Oh my gosh. Look who was right.
It's Marauders.
Very interesting. SCV is going to come forward and check it all out, and he's going to see, okay, not a whole lot going on. And critically, he sees the canceled Zealot, and that is just awesome here for Illusion. This could be a brilliant mind game out of Illusion, saying, hey, I recognize that you'd like to cancel this early Zealot. I'm going to make a proxy Marauder and see if I can punish you for it. There's that Nexus building, and I'm wondering if we're going to see a bunker go down.
Maybe. Might be a little bit too early. Yeah, and the Mothership core popping out should be 0% that ever happens. Oh, the probe might be able to get in. If it sees that there's no command center, he'd be like, what the heck is going on? You should be saying, what the heck is going on? I would be saying, what the heck is going on, Ben?
Question mark, question mark, question mark. 4 Marines crossing the map. There's going to be about 2, maybe 3 Marauders out. And has Astrea pieced it together yet? He's going down his robo right now, which makes me feel like maybe he hasn't pieced it all together.
It has not. He feels that it is defensible, though. At 5 minutes and 30 seconds, he will have enough energy to get his photon overcharge.
All right, he has seen it. This is the first look Astrea has had at what is unfolding before his eyes. And will this be a Nexus snipe? No, it looks like Illusion's going to run straight up into the main base. He's going to force photon overcharge inside the main.
Yes. And then he's going to go back to take out the other base. But nope, Astrea says forget about it. He's going to go in with a lot of probes, and this is going to be an immeasurable amount of damage in this early game stage. I would say that giant advantage so far going for our Terran player.
Picking out these Marines means that the Mothership Core is eventually going to be able to clean all of it up, but Marauders,
photon overcharge,
great against Stalkers. You know, this has been a pretty good defense so far. 7 probes down.
Yep.
It's a lot, but this is still a one base. What, Chris?
So you think, Ben. Now, this is really cool. The photon overcharge has been used up. This requires at least two Stalkers and a Zealot to take out Whittle mines that are popping out, or 3 Stalkers work out as well. But you do need at least 3 units back here to stop this Whittle mine from moving and burrowing up. Additionally, 8 minutes and 30 seconds, that's the next photon overcharge. So he has a good minute and a half to actually do something about this incoming.
He's going to get shut down. First Widow Mine's not even going to spawn, I don't think.
Nope.
So that's well done by Astrea. He also pulled every probe out of the natural, and he's honestly avoided the worst of this. And Illusion is now in a bit of a tricky situation. He's making a 3rd Rex.
And he's just going for a stim all in. The problem with the stim all in, Ben, it's going to come at, you know, about 8 minutes. Well, let me see right now. 70 seconds left. It's going to come with another photon overcharge.
Come at 9 minutes.
Sad face.
And there's going to be more than just one Immortal out.
And if there are any sentries out, that's going to complicate things. Obviously, the medevac's going to help.
And there might even be a 3rd Immortal by the time this is ready. And this is going to be tough. Illusion does have medevacs, so he can try to create some magic in that way. He's just proxied everything.
Proxy barracks, proxy factory.
But I got to say, Astrea has dealt with it surprisingly well thus far.
He's outplayed his opponent. I'm gonna say it. 8:30 is hit, and photon overcharge is up. Time warp though goes down.
And this could maybe be a problem. Illusion doing some good damage. One of these Immortals is going to fall. And 3 Stalkers and an Immortal is not enough to deal with this amount of Marauders. The probes coming off the line. That will, however, push it back. And the Illusion with no choice but to lift up and reconsider things. 26 SCVs to 39 probes. Illusion knows that he is on the clock. He has got to end this game fast or do critical damage.
Very greedy there, Ben. I'm surprised that he went for that time warp. I mean, obviously the photon overcharge just says, do not attack me. I think that's the correct decision to go, but I think Astrea believes that there is some sort of macro play behind this. He might be thinking, oh, well, of course Illusion has a natural CC right now. But if he really pieces everything together, he should realize this is a one base, really dedicated all-in.
This Observer is so
Winning.
important. It just sees everything. It's giving Astrea all the intel he needs to properly piece these defenses together. And
here it comes.
We should see him moving in reaction to that drop. And there we go.
And it should be shut down pretty nicely, but some really good damage being done onto these Stalkers. Just picks up Illusion.
No, why me?
Very cost efficient. Look at that long line that's on the way at the natural, Ben.
What is? Look at this. This is ridiculous.
Boom. Ben.
The pain train is here.
Oh, no.
This one final attack from Illusion. Maybe not one final attack. He is still mining with a few workers, but he's going to have to do some pretty serious damage. Photon Overcharge is already casted. And what's going to happen? Marauder's going to try to focus down Immortals. SCV's dying very quickly to Probes and Zealots. Illusion's doing some okay damage, but the Photon Overcharge is so incredibly powerful defensively.
But he still has the 3 medevacs. He can lift up into the main base if he wants to, and a lot of the key money units are
Here we
dead.
go.
He needed those Immortals. The Immortals didn't target down the Marauders, and there you have it. Just going directly on top of the Protoss units. Has Illusion just done it?
One more Immortal, A few more probes. This is going to be the defense to decide the game. If Illusion can deal enough damage here, then maybe.
Okay. Okay, he stopped it yet again. Another round of units will pop in here. He's getting another Immortal, but the Photon Overcharge on the low ground has elapsed.
And now this Nexus is going to come under fire. Illusion's working off of just 11 SCVs. He has got to end this game. Immortal will go down. Great control here from Illusion. Now the Stalkers are going to go down. And Astrea running out of units, warping in Zealots to defend Marauders with concussive shells. Very low health Marauders with concussive shells, by the way. 34 supply to 44 supply. A very narrow game unfolding right now. This Immortal could have a field day. It looks like he's got 5 one-shot kills there. At least until this Marauder heals, or this Medevac heals everything back up to full health. Illusion barely able to sustain this production.
Razor thin, but it's still 33 Harvesters to 11. Obviously, the Protoss has a lot more income, and he has the production facilities to spend it pretty quickly here. Now ramping up in his Immortal production yet again, but that's a lot of Marauders. Ben, I'm scared. There's another Photon Overcharge, though. That helps out to stabilize very, very much, and he doesn't have that elevator tactic that he has before because the Medevac count isn't nearly as high.
2 Medevacs, a handful of Marine Marauder, and another Photon Overcharge. Finally, Illusion realizing that the Observer is there, scans to take it out. And now Astrea's got to play a little bit of a guessing game.
The 2 Immortals, that's enough to actually stop this attack. I do not foresee anything to come of this. Illusion should know he needs to do damage before a 3rd Immortal pops out.
And it's starting to feel like maybe Astrea has done it. 77 supply to 50. Illusion's going to bring the last of the SCVs. One final attack to decide the outcome of this game. It's going to be 11 SCVs on top of the 11 Marauders and the 10 Marines. The 11-11-11.
The famous 11-11-11. Here they come. This is I don't know if this is going to work nearly as well. 3rd Immortal is out on the field right now. Zealot moving on out to see the SCV. So everything should go over to the natural base. And look at that concave already.
This is it. The final fight. Illusion's going to micro as well as he can, but it does not appear that that he can outlast this. Immortal doing great work. Well, the Immortal's going to get caught. This is huge. Without the Immortal, anything is possible. Probes once more going to have to get in the fight. The Mothership Core gets shot down as well. Probes surround everything. Oh my God, Astrea, you lost the Immortal. And with it, perhaps the game? No way. GG. Illusion.
I can't believe that, man.
Tags the Immortal and